All right, we are live. We will just give everybody a couple minutes to finish jumping on. It's such a nice day out here today.
Oh, I know. It was nice here today too. Like yesterday it was about 100 degrees, but
Was it?
today was nice. It's different here than it was in Florida though. Like the humidity is different, so it doesn't feel nearly as hot as it did there.
That's nice though.
Rhett, stop licking the table.
Kids, behave. We'll just give everybody one more minute to finish jumping on. Make sure there's no issues. There's about a 60-second delay on these, so just making sure everybody gets on that wanted to. And then we'll get started. Okay, I'm going to bring up our slideshow here. And we will get started. It's now 9:01. All right, everybody, thank you for jumping on with us live tonight. Melissa and I are really excited to have you join us to hear a little bit about our stories and to learn a little bit more about what Beachbody coaching is all about. If you do not know me, my name is Annie. I am Melissa's cousin and her upline diamond coach. And Melissa obviously therefore has known me her entire life. And I have been a Beachbody coach now for actually about 4 years, and I will share more of my story with you tonight. I've actively been a coach for about a year and a half now and have built a team of over 40 coaches in that time. So we'll get right into this and not take up too much of your time. So where do I come from? I come from a family of four kids. I have two sisters and I had a brother. I'm in the middle of the family. I'm on the end in this picture that you're seeing. And this was the last time that all four of us were together. It was Christmas in 2004. Shortly after this photo was taken, my brother was in a car accident. And after 3 weeks of being in the hospital and being by his side, he passed away. So this is something that really is where my story pretty much begins, because he was always my advocate. He was always my rock. He was always my motivator and support person that I would always go to. He was one of my best friends. And with that, he always told me that I was made to do so much in life, that I was meant to help people. And even when he was in the hospital, he would always call on me and ask me questions in the ways that he could at that time. But that was something that meant a lot to me. And that after he passed away, I was a senior in high school. I was trying to figure out what is it that I'm going to do in life. And of course, when you're 17, 18 years old, you can be really lost and not really know. And that was something that has always stuck with me. And he was always somebody that put everybody before himself. He would come and plow our driveway in the winter at 3 o'clock in the morning before he would go to work. He would give somebody else the shirt off of his back if he needed to, if they needed it. And that was something that always inspired me and that I still look back on to this day, 10 years later, and say, I want to be able to carry on what he was doing for other people in his short lifetime. He did so much in his life, and I am grateful for that, and I want to be able to continue his legacy. So another part of where I come from is my family history. I always grew up with people thinking that I was really little, that I was petite, that I was cute. And for myself, I didn't always look at myself that way. I have a family history of diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and on both sides of my family, I have aunts with celiac disease. And these are all things that really have stuck with me since I was a kid. I always wanted to fight to end these trends that run in my family. And with that, I've always really watched as much as I could and how I knew best nutrition. I've always been addicted to the scale because I don't want to get overweight, and because I am short, putting on 5 to 10 pounds is a lot for my frame. It shows a lot more on me than somebody else who's maybe 6 foot tall or even 5'10". And I want to make sure that I'm able to prevent diabetes because that is something that's really strong on both sides of my family, and that I want to be able to then prevent my children and my children's children from having to deal with down the road. So I've always had, even since I was in high school and in college, this passion of just keeping that away, but I really didn't know the best ways possible. With that in college, I started partying, and I was going out drinking all the time. I was still watching the scale and making sure I didn't gain or lose too much weight. However, I wasn't doing it in a healthy way. I was going out drinking all the time. So my diet consisted of a lot of liquids and not a lot of healthy, nutritious, colorful, real foods. In college, I was living off of ramen noodles and Ben and Jerry's and Cold Stone ice cream because those are some of my favorite things to eat. And I was just partying all the time. I wanted to live life up. I saw that my brother had a short life, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to enjoy and do all the things in life that I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to have fun in the way that I knew was possible then. I basically was starving myself. And with that, I became really depressed. I went through a really bad relationship, a really bad breakup, and I, with that stress, basically wasn't eating. I got down to about 108 pounds, which is really little for me. And none of that was muscle. I would go to the gym sometimes, and I would get on the elliptical and do the elliptical for an hour, so just pure cardio for an hour. I wouldn't even have the resistance up high to build muscle. And so I was just kind of disappearing. And for myself at that time, I felt great because I was like, yeah, my scale says I'm under 110 pounds. But what I then came to realize was how unhealthy I was. So when I got done with college, I started a job in a dental office. I'm a registered dental hygienist, so I work in a dental office um, part-time now. And with that, I started to learn more from my coworkers and my peers about nutrition and about real foods and about organic foods. And my coach was somebody who I worked with. And I started having a lot of health issues myself when I started to eliminate those processed foods, and I would kind of have some of it here and there. I started to have really bad stomach pains, and my doctors couldn't explain it. They put me through all sorts of tests. They put me through ultrasounds and CT scans and blood and urine tests, and just looked at me and said, "You're healthy." And I knew that the pain that I was having wasn't normal. They gave me the common diagnosis of IBS, and I was like, well, if I have IBS, I want to figure out what are my triggers. So I started doing my own research, and that's when I decided to get the Ultimate Reset, which is a 21-day cleanse through Beachbody. And I wasn't doing this to lose weight. I wasn't doing this to really get in shape. I was doing it to figure out what was going on with my body. And that is where you see the two photos on the left side. My day 1 and my day 22 photos are my first real transformation with Beachbody. Prior to these photos, I was doing Shakeology here and there. I would delay my orders once in a while. I was kind of doing Insanity at the time. But this is when my story really began and when I started coaching. So when I started the first day and I took that photo, I was disgusted with myself. How did I let myself go? How was I letting myself get this way? Well, I was in a new relationship. I was happy. I was eating more. I was eating out. And by doing the Ultimate Reset, I not only lost all of that extra weight. I lost 12 pounds in 21 days, which was, again, not something I was expecting, but it was awesome to get more down to a normal, healthy weight range for my body size and shape. But also, I found more energy. I was waking up before my alarm clock, and I've always been somebody who hits snooze over and over and over again. I was going through my house, cleaning out closets. I was just so energized. My digestion was the best it had ever been. I was never regular with going to the bathroom, and for the first time in my life, I was. So those are just a couple of the things that happened to me. And I said, you know what? If I can find out from doing these 21 days what was causing my stomach issues, which was the biggest benefit, and that I've been able to now handle on my own and not need my doctors as much for, I want to help other people who might be suffering from the same things I am, or maybe who are just not happy when they look at themselves in the mirror. And then 1 year later, I took another progress photo, and I've kept that weight off. I've continued to build muscle. I've had my ups and my downs, and I can still say that I'm healthier today than I've ever been in my entire life. With that, I am happier. I'm no longer depressed like I was back when I was in college partying and all the time. I hardly ever go out with friends like that anymore. It's just something that's not fun to me anymore in this stage of life. It's something that I know when I go out, it takes me days to recover. So I'm just happier, I'm healthier, and I'm more confident with myself. Over the last year and a half of coaching, I've built so much more confidence in myself with talking to other people, with putting myself out there, and just my own personal confidence with who do I want to be? What is it me to be Annie, and how can I do that? With coaching, I've been able to do a lot of all of this. So why I love coaching is, first of all, for my own health. By being in my accountability groups and having my challengers and my coaches right there beside me, it helps me to stay more on top of my health and not go up and down as much as some people do. I am able to start a trend of ending those bad genetics that run in my family and really run throughout our entire population. So I'm seeing other people in my family get healthier, trying to focus more on nutrition and their fitness, and that inspires and encourages me. I have found more happiness through coaching. Like I said, I have created friendships that I never otherwise. It was something that with moving to a new city and being done with college, I didn't really know how to meet new friends. I have coworkers, of course, but sometimes you just need people outside of work too. And so I've been able to establish old friendships, new friendships, friendships with people from Canada. These people have become like my family, and I talk to them constantly. My happiness for my husband and our future. We see our future now with Beachbody, and that's exciting for us because we have more freedom. We've been able to pay off debt that we had. We're paying off our car loans. We paid for our wedding and our honeymoon through coaching. And those are all things that we never expected when I first signed up as a Beachbody coach just for the discounts. That's all that it purely was for myself. So with that, we've been traveling more. I was actually at my hair salon today, and they were asking me about my last trip, which was to Cancun, Mexico, which was a Beachbody trip that I earned last year. And I was telling about how this weekend I'm going to see my sister in North Carolina, and then after that I'm going to be going to Nashville with Beachbody for a big training event, and then in September we're planning on going to Jamaica. And like, all of this traveling would not be possible living paycheck to paycheck like we were before I joined and started actively coaching with Beachbody. And finally, the other big thing with why I love coaching is it's been another source for me to be able to help people. I help people every day with my dental hygiene career, with their oral and their systemic health. So I'm able to educate patients and help them live a healthier life through their mouth. And now I'm able to help people with their health and fitness through coaching, and that's been one of the most rewarding things for myself. I am reminded almost daily from my challengers and private messages and text messages that what I'm doing, those posts and those videos that I do each and every day, really inspire people, and they've gotten up the momentum and the motivation to get outside and go walking and running, and they're eating healthier, and they lost 3 pounds this week. And that is really what it all comes down to for coaching for me, is being able to not only work on my own health and fitness and be more accountable, but also helping other people as well. So Melissa's going to jump on next here and share her story with you.
Hi guys, I'm Melissa. Like Annie said, she's my cousin, so I've known her for like ever. So we share a lot of the same family history, the diabetes, the weight, um, poor weight control. You know, I've watched most of my family struggle with weight all my life, really, and it all comes down to food. Um, when I was in high school, um, I was really active. I played a lot of sports. I tried a little bit of everything, but I played softball. I rode horses 7 days a week, and I also powerlifted every year in high school, actually. Uh, all this time, though, I had a really bad diet. Like, I ate a lot of Burger King and pizza and just really bad for you food. And, you know, growing up, it was the same way. We ate out of a can. Like, I ate ravioli and macaroni and cheese and just nothing really good for you. So I never really learned about proper nutrition in high school. And even though I was so active, like I was maintaining my weight just fine, but you know, after a while, that stopped. Uh, after Adam passed in 2005, you know, my relationship with food went in a whole opposite direction. I actually stopped eating. And probably 2 or 3 months after he did pass, um, I probably weighed 115, 120 pounds, and I'm 5'4". Like, that was skin and bones. Like, and I wasn't happy. I was depressed. I wasn't even working out anymore. You know, I had since then started college. I wasn't nearly as active. I had quit horseback riding. I wasn't riding horses anymore either. So really, my relationship with food has gone from one end of the spectrum to, you know, the other. Go ahead and forward. So in college, I drank a lot. I partied a lot. I had a lot of friends that worked at bars. I would always go meet them. I graduated, and then I joined the Coast Guard. I was an avionics electrician on H-60 helicopters. But my first 2 years, while I was going through training and all that, I was living in barracks, and my first unit was a boat. And we didn't have a kitchen. We had a galley, and I did not care for galley food. And all I had in my room was a microwave and a refrigerator. So as you can imagine, I ate a lot of freezer meals. By the time I got to Clearwater, which was my duty station, that I was at for 4 or 5 years, I probably weighed about 140, 145 pounds. And as you can see in that picture, it just didn't sit with me very well. I hated taking pictures. I didn't like putting on a bathing suit, and that was a deployment. You know, when you're down there going swimming, like, you can't get around it. And I actually, when I went and found this picture, I found where I had cropped out the bottom half of my body. I was just so embarrassed. Go ahead. So I actually was introduced to Beachbody by a coworker's wife back in 2011. She had started doing Shakeology and coaching, and she was like, "You should try Brazil butt lift." And I was like, "Well, I could use a booty. I ain't got one." So I was like, you know, I'll give it a go. So I did. I tried it, and I lost like 15 pounds in that first couple months. I was taking my workouts with me on deployments. I was active again. Like, I would go running and do like double workouts, and I was drinking Shakeology every day. I had regained my confidence. I, you know, loved dressing up. That photo in 2012 was at my cousin Annie's sister Mary, her wedding. I was a bridesmaid, And I remember ordering that dress, and I ordered it in a size 10, and they had to take so much out of it um, that they told me that I really should have ordered a size 4 by the time, I had lost all that weight. Um, and I also did Chalene Extreme, Les Mills Combat. I had a total loss of 23 pounds. I was a size 2, and I think I ended up around 126, 127, really healthy, really fit, loved it. And I did all of that after, that coworker's wife had introduced me to the products. I didn't hear anything from her ever again. Like, never spoke to her about, anything. She signed me up, and that was it. So, not long after that last picture that you saw was taken, I started having some health issues where I would break out in hives all the time, like every day. It's called chronic idiopathic urticaria. Um, and they thought I had some allergies to some of the chemicals that I was using um, on the helicopter that I was working on. And it turned out that there really was no reason. It was just my immune system attacking my own, healthy cells. So I would break out in hives as a reaction. So I was put on medication to control it because obviously when your body's attacking itself, you can't avoid, the trigger. So I was put on a lot of different medications. The most prominent that some of you may be familiar with would be prednisone, and it's a corticosteroid, and it causes weight gain is one of the side effects, among other things. But my problem with it was after about 3 months, I kind of gave up on everything, working out, Shakeology, all of it. I was depressed, which is another side effect of the prednisone again. The first 3 months I tried really hard. Like, I was using my FitnessPal to track everything that went into my mouth, and it just got to be too much after a while. And I didn't have any support through a coach or anything like that. So I really just, got back into my old habits and gave up. And I didn't have a coach to support me and, help me along and get through that. So now I am a nursing student at Auburn University, and I've spent a lot of time with sick people, and those diseases that Annie was talking about earlier, the diabetes and heart disease. I never really knew the kind of effects that those things could have on a person's body as they get older. And after seeing that and seeing where I came from and where I've been and what I'm back to, I was really ready to make a change for myself as well as for my future patients. I don't feel like I should be promoting a healthy diet if I'm not doing it myself. So I was really ready to get back to where I was in some structure and a good nutritious diet with good food and exercise, so I could set a good example for my patients in the future. So Annie and I had been going back and forth for a while now, and she had asked me to join several of her challenge groups, and I kept telling her no. I told her no probably 5, 6, maybe even more times. But it just finally got to a point. I saw her over Christmas, and I was like, you know what, I'm ready. So I joined one of her challenge groups with a bag of Shakeology that I had brought with me from Florida like 6 months ago that was expired, and one of the workout programs that I already had also, and lost a few pounds and got really excited. And then the 21 Day Fix Extreme came out. So I decided to give it a try because, like I said, I really needed the structure in my diet and nutrition because living like a college student again, my diet got even worse. Go ahead. So with the 21 Day Fix Extreme and this this is a little bit of an old picture, but in 2 rounds, I lost 14 pounds and 16 and a half inches. I'm back wearing a size 4 jean from a very uncomfortable size 6. It was tight. Like, I probably should have been in an 8, but I just refused to go buy more pants. Um, and as far as like what people were seeing, girls in my class were coming up to me and, telling me how small I looked. And, they saw my post about what I ate that day. And, they weren't eating cookies because they wanted to make some changes too. So I was setting an example and I really wasn't even knowing it. Go ahead. So why do I love coaching? Like I mentioned, I'm a nursing student, so health promotion and awareness is a really big thing for me, because a lot of people wouldn't have some of the diseases that they go into the hospital with if they were to just take care of their bodies now. So proper nutrition and exercise is paramount in trying to keep things like diabetes from even happening in the first place. So helping others, giving them, the motivation and the support that they need, because not everybody has somebody at home that's willing to, push them or work out with them or go to the gym, anything like that. Like I do it all by myself at home. Like I don't have anybody to, make me do it. So I just know how important it is to have somebody to, lean on when you need a little extra support. Flexibility with class and clinicals and my studying schedule. I don't have any time left for a real job, and I tried. I was a waitress for about 3 weeks, and it took too much of my time, and I wasn't making enough money, so it wasn't even worth it. So I decided not to do that. When I decided to sign up as a coach, originally I wasn't planning on using it for anything other than a discount, but with as many people that I had approach me wanting, a little support, I was like, well, I could do this and maybe I can earn a little extra money and then, I don't have to go look for a different job. So having the extra income has been really helpful because I don't make enough through the GI Bill from the military to pay my bills. I'm 30 years old, back in school, so I've really needed that extra income, and it has helped a lot. And being able to do it on my own time is really important to me.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Melissa, for sharing your story. I want to share with everybody real quick who Beachbody is and more information about coaching. So Beachbody is one of your #1 at-home workout programs. We are the creator of P90X, Insanity, like Melissa said, Chalene Extreme. These are some of their main programs that people knew about for the last several years. There are so many other programs that are out there now that you can be a part of as well. We have Shakeology, we have workout apparel, and we have workout supplements, such as I drink the E&E every day before pre-workout, extra energy to push harder throughout my workout. Beachbody has rewards, incentives, and gifts, not only for their coaches, but also for their challengers and their customers. When they get through a program, they get a free t-shirt when they submit their results. They get entered into drawings for prizes such as $500, $1,000, $100,000 rewards. Beachbody has TV infomercials that you may see when you're flipping through the TV guide on the TV. We have independent coaches, such as Melissa and myself, who work with Beachbody and use their programs and their supplements. And Beachbody provides coaches their websites. So like I said, with the fitness programs, there's basically something for everyone. This is something recently where somebody said to me, oh yeah, I can't do Beachbody's workouts because they're really intense, like Insanity. Well, actually, no. We have all different workout programs now, and always there's more things coming down the line that we as coaches get to hear about first, such as if somebody is brand new, they can do the 21-day fix. They can do PIO. If they want something that's harder to do, then there's, of course, Insanity or Max 30 or T25. So really, there's even things that go right down to the nutrition, too. So what is Shakeology? This is a very common question that we get asked. Shakeology is filled with over 70 healthy ingredients. It's real food that is all in one glass. So basically, it's something that has all your daily vitamins and minerals that otherwise we're missing every day in our nutrition. So for myself, I was never somebody who took a multivitamin, and so I now get my vitamins through Shakeology, and my hair is healthier, stronger, growing faster. My nails are stronger. My skin is healthier. And if I have to miss a couple of days because I'm away from home and I can't mix up my Shakeology or something crazy, I see that change in my skin and in my health and in my digestion. So Shakeology is really the core of our health. So who are coaches? Coaches are people like Melissa and myself who love health and fitness. We're working on our own health and fitness journey. So it's helping us, like we said, to stay more accountable, because if we're going to help other people, then we need to hold ourselves more accountable too. Of course, we're human beings and we all have slip-ups, and that is just something that we share about. It makes us real. You can follow an 80-20 rule where you're healthy 80% of the time, and then you might have a glass of wine or something, which is your 20%. So there's really things out there that make us real people. We are not perfect. We are just people who want to help others, as Melissa and I both shared in our stories. We want to help people with their health. We want people to feel confident. We want people to be happy with life. You don't deserve to go through life being depressed, and we want people to feel happy and confident with what they're doing and to find their soulmate workout. We are not always at our goal weight. Like Melissa and I talked about, we had weight to lose to be at a healthier goal weight, but we're not always there. There's lots of coaches who are just starting out their health and fitness journey who are still working on losing weight. I still have a few pounds that I want to work off, but overall, I know that it's the bigger picture. It's how do I feel? How do my clothes fit? How am I focusing on making myself a healthier, happier? We as coaches are product of the product. We do our workouts every day. We drink our Shakeology every day. We post on social media about what we're doing and about our life story. We are just real people wanting to help other people. Plain and simple. We are real. We are not here to fake it. We share with people on social media even when we're having a bad day. Maybe you have a bowl of ice cream or a cupcake at a party, or this Memorial Day, maybe you have a couple beers. Whatever it may be, we're real people too, and we share about that. We as coaches are helping change lives. We are helping people lose weight, eat healthier, eat cleaner, be healthier so they can play with their kids and chase their kids and live to see their grandkids and play with their grandkids. And it's really exciting to see people go through that journey. What we are not as coaches, we are not salespeople. We are not here to sell things. Of course, we're helping to find a right fitness program and nutritional plan for people to see the results and get to their goals they're working towards. We are not fitness trainers. You can be a fitness trainer, but you do not have to be one. So for Melissa and myself, we are not fitness trainers by any means. We just use the programs and help people find what's going to work for them. We're not nutritionists. There, again, are nutritionists out there that are Beachbody coaches. However, we just know what we know, and we just keep learning each and every day about how to better our own nutrition. We're not personal trainers, and we also are not a pyramid scheme. We are here to motivate, inspire, encourage, and support other people, plain and simple. We do not sell, we share our stories, and that is where people find that trust and relationship with us. So why are we special? As Beachbody and as coaches, we provide more than just a shake or just a fitness program. We provide the fitness, the nutrition, the support within our challenge groups, which equals success. People are able to see success and continue on that success even after the challenge group is over, because they're going to continue to get support from their coach and from other challenge groups as well. We are special because we help people. We focus on helping those around us, whether it be somebody we just met on social media who we've never met before, or maybe somebody who was referred to us because other people have done our challenge groups and saw the success that they had. Maybe it's a coworker or a family or a friend, whatever it may be. We are here to help others, and we get excited about that. We're special because we have our fitness, We do personal development, which is a main area where I've been able, like I said, to grow myself and become more confident in myself. We have the financial freedom that we're developing, and then we get to travel. We're special because, like I said, we have those accountability groups where people have that private atmosphere where they're surrounded with other people who have similar goals and similar minds, and they want to focus on their health and nutrition. So they're able to post maybe areas where they're struggling or successes that they're having. They've gone down a pant size, or they lost 5 pounds, or they're just able to get that extra support and motivation from other people. Like Melissa said, when you post that you're eating healthy and you said no to a cookie, it makes other people go and say, you know what, I'm going to skip that cookie too. We are special as Beachbody coaches because we get coach trainings. When you sign up as a Beachbody coach, you're not just out there on your own. You get coach trainings with our team, meaning that every month we have basic groups where we go through the basics of coaching. We have push groups where you can learn how to grow your own team of coaches. And there's trainings that Beachbody provides to us as well. They have national wake-up calls for us where top coaches get on and talk about their top tips. So the resources are really endless when it comes to trainings. These are just some of the transformations that we've had within our own team. So this is just a couple of them. We have so many transformation stories on our team, but just to see these changes for everybody and to see our own coaches really becoming more confident and healthier and wanting to help others, that's really where it all begins, is you start to feel more confident and healthier, and you want to help other people feel that way too. So getting down to a little bit of more nitty gritty, how do we earn as coaches? So as a Beachbody coach, you earn 25% commission from the sales that you do make. So when somebody signs up with you and they order a program, you get a 25% commission from that. When somebody then orders Shakeology and they're drinking their Shakeology and they're getting an automatic shipment every 30 days, you create a residual income from that because you're continuing to get that 25% commission from each of those Shakeologies that go through, and any other program that they have set up to get monthly, or when they just go in and say, you know what, I'm ready for a new fitness program, what's next for me? When you build a team, you earn a team cycle bonus, which is awesome. So you're able to build a team and help support them, and they're able to help support you, and it's just this circle of support. You can earn the quarterly bonuses as you build a team, and like I said, you can also earn free trips and trainings. So this April, I went on a trip with Beachbody to Cancun, Mexico with my husband to an all-inclusive resort, and that was something that I earned last year just from helping other people, just from hitting my minimum goals. They also have trainings that you can earn, such as we are going to Nashville for our yearly summit, which is in July, and coaches are able to earn that ticket to summit as well. So what do you get as a coach? Like I said, you get a website. So when you sign up as a coach, one of the great benefits is you right away have websites that are there for you so that your friends, your family, your clients that you're talking with can go and order their fitness programs and their challenge packs and their Shakeology and their fitness apparel right from your website. You don't have to worry about setting really any websites up. You just put in your contact information and you're good to go. You get an online office, and within that online office, you get to see who your customers are, who your coaches are, what have they ordered, and the growth of your team. Like I said, you also get a 25% discount on your products. So when you order something such as your Shakeology, you get a 25% savings on that. So even, like I said, for myself, when I first signed up as a coach, I had no intentions on it leading to this. I signed up as a coach purely for the discounts on Shakeology because I was single. I was in an apartment, living on my own, living paycheck to paycheck. I was putting my gas on my credit card because I didn't want to ask anybody for help. Therefore, my Shakeology also went on my credit card. And so that was not such a positive thing at the time. So I was able to get the savings on Shakeology with my coaching discount. You get to know about the new programs and specials that are coming up before everybody else, such as we have a new workout program coming out in July called Size. It's amazing. It's fun, especially if you love things like Zumba. So we know about that, and we get the information, the specials on that before anybody else does. We get free trainings like I talked about, the trips. You get support from your coach and your upline coach and from other coaches in the community. We hold webinars and team calls with our team as well. So every other week we have a team call where we go over information with the team about the specials that are going on, resources and tips. We have team pages that you can plug into too to find out basic information. As a coach, once you hit a rank advancement where you're starting to build your team, you start getting customer leads and Shakeology leads. So these are people who, when they go online or call in from a TV infomercial, they're assigned to coaches like myself and Melissa, and then we get to contact them, whether it's through Facebook because we have their name, or it's through their email address, or we can send them a card in the mail because we have their mailing address, just saying hello and welcome. We get to work with those people, and that creates an income as well. We get to build a team, and that team, like I said, equals a team cycle bonus and a quarterly bonus that you can then create a residual income with. So what do you get? You get support from your coach and the whole network of coaching. You get accountability with your own health and fitness. I have also Sean, who's in this picture with me, is my accountability partner as a coach. So we chat often, really often, and we help motivate one another, whether it's with our health, our fitness, our nutrition, whether it's with our coaches. We hold our team calls together. As a coach, you do personal development, whether it's through a team call or a podcast station that you listen to, or reading a book or listening to audio in your car. You get that financial freedom talking about a little bit earlier, where it's helping her through school. And like I talked about, it helped my husband and myself with our wedding and paying off debt. You get the trips. You get mentoring from all of the coaches in the network. You get trainings, and there's internships that we do as well. So again, the rewards that we have are you can earn the trips, such as I talked about Mexico that I just went to. And this next year, I'm all signed up for and have earned a cruise to the Caribbean with one other person that I'm taking with me. And then with Success Club, we earn monthly prizes. So basically, for helping people every month, we get prizes, whether it's a personal development book, a yoga mat, a stability ball, a Monopoly game that Beachbody created especially for their coaches. We also get one-on-one trainings with celebrity trainers. So when I was in Mexico, I got to work out with Autumn. When we go to Nashville for Summit, the celebrity trainers will be there as well. So that's always a lot of fun and excitement too. So you've gone through this whole webinar and you're thinking to yourself, how do I sign up? I'm ready to get going and I want to know what I do next. Well, number one, contact the person who referred you to the webinar tonight, whether it's Melissa or myself or another coach on our team. Contact them and let them know that you're ready to get signed up. There is a website coach monthly fee of $15.95. When you sign up, that first month is free, and with that $15.95 fee, you are still saving with the 25% discount, about $15 every month on your Shakeology. So that's where it still is a discount. And with that monthly fee, you're getting those websites, you're getting the training videos, you're getting your online office. So really, it's a very affordable fee for everything that we're getting every month. Your startup fee is $39.95. However, that can be waived. So when you sign up as a coach and you order a challenge pack, or you've ordered a challenge pack in the past, you can get that fee waived. If it doesn't work and they're for you with coaching, such as Melissa talked about before, she was a coach with one of her coworkers' wives, she was able to quit. And at that time, and if there still is, no penalty or cost to you for canceling. So 6 months or a year down the road, you go, you know what, this just isn't for me. We completely understand that. Myself as a coach, Melissa as a coach, or Beachbody as a corporation, we don't want you to be doing something that you don't feel comfortable with, or that just doesn't fit your lifestyle at the time. So you can cancel at any time, no cost to you. So that's always a really good thing to know as well. So thank you for holding out with us through this webinar. I have posted on the event invite. If you have any questions, you can post them there. I will give everybody a couple of minutes to go there and post any questions that you might have so that Melissa and I can answer them for you, whether it's about coaching, about the Shakeology, about how to get signed up. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll just hang out here for a couple more minutes. Anything else that you want to add, Melissa?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. I'm going to go to the event here so if people have questions, I can see it. We covered a lot tonight.
Yes. I'm not even sure who's on.
Well, I can see how many viewers there are.
Oh, okay.
There's people on. There's just a 60-second delay between what we're saying and when they hear it through the YouTube channel. So that's why I'll just give them a couple of minutes while you sip on your water.
Everywhere.
Right? I got mine right here. Cheers.
I didn't want to carry it with me today, and I really regretted not taking it into the woods while I trekked around for 8 hours. It's a good thing it wasn't hot.
Right. Dehydration. Thanks, Sean. Sean commented, nice job. So that is my accountability partner all the way. Give everybody one more minute if they have any questions. I know there's still a few viewers on right now. I think we did a good job because nobody has questions.
Good.
So I will stop the live broadcasting now.